Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. So this video does not have a proper introduction because this video is totally unplanned. I don't have a script for this video. I just know that this is a topic that I want to address and there are a few things that I want to discuss. So yeah, this video won't have any introduction. Let's quickly get into the topic. So I think you guys have already guessed from the thumbnail and the title that what this video is going to be about, and usually it's always the opposite, right? People share their journey, their story of becoming a fit and healthy version of themselves from unfit and unhealthy version, maybe losing weight and becoming well toned, maybe gaining some healthy weight and becoming a very having a proper figure from being very skinny. So yeah, and I think these stories are very motivational, very inspiring. People should share their success stories. These journeys are supposed to be shared because this is their win, and when they share these stories we get motivated and inspired to have such a journey in our lives too. But at the same time, I think it is equally important to address the opposite, right? Like the mistakes that we make, why we become unfit and unhealthy from a fit and healthy person. And in this video I'm going to do that because in the last 1 year I became very unfit. I gained a lot of weight and a lot of things happened. Some of them were in my control, some of them were not, and I think these videos can help people to realize that okay, these are the mistakes that I'm not supposed to make. And also I think a few people will find it relatable because at times people feel so guilty of these things and they think that they're alone in this journey. It's only happening to them. But the truth is that a lot of people face similar kind of issues. So yeah, that's why I wanted to share this story with you guys. I hope a few of you will find it useful. So yeah, let's begin. So over a period of 1 year, I gained nearly 10 kgs. And this happened throughout the lockdown, and I realized that I'm slowly gaining weight, but I did not have any exact figure in my hand, right? So I used to video call my friends and family and they used to tell me that, oh, you are looking chubby and it's nice, it's fine. And even I realized that I am becoming a little bulky, but it did not show up on my body. Like maybe because I am tall and I have a broad structure, it's not easy to recognize if I gain a lot of weight. It's a bad thing really because you don't understand that you are gaining weight, but it happened. And also because I was staying at home all the time, I was not wearing my fancy well-fitted clothes. I was always in my loose home clothes and I was always like comfortably wearing them. So I had no idea what's happening really. And then once the lockdown was over, the first thing that I realized when I tried my well-fitted clothes, I realized that, well, they're not looking that great on me anymore. So usually I'm always like M or L, and then I have to stitch it near the waist and stuff like that to get that well-fitted. But now I realize that if I buy clothes now, I have to pick L or XL. And I also bought a weighing machine, and then I realized that okay, I have gained 10 kgs, which is huge because previously whenever I used to gain weight, that was like maybe just 2 kgs more than what I should be, what my standard weight should be. I never gained so much weight. I was never overweight in my life, and I don't like to define my anything that I do on the basis of these numbers. It does not really matter to me. But what was really affecting me was the fact that I realized I have become very unfit, right? So I'm not the person who can skip 300 counts without becoming like tired. I'm not the person who can do 100 squat. I'm not the person who can run for miles without being exhausted. So yeah, I realized I have become a very unhealthy and unfit person, and I just wanted to sit down and think of all the things that happened over this period of time that resulted into this, and I'm going to share them all with you guys because whenever we talk about weight gain, it's always about eating fast food, eating more than you are supposed to eat. And that's it, that's all what people talk about. But actually weight gain is a lot more than that, and I experienced a lot of them in the last 1 year. So that's what I'm going to share. So first let me discuss my food habit and eating pattern that resulted into this. So initially when I got married in December 2019, that was the first time I had to decide what I'm going to eat all by myself, because before that my mom used to take care of everything. Okay, like she knew what I need at what point of time, and yeah, I was dependent on her. Like yeah, I used to tell her that okay, for a month I don't want to have rice, I want to have quinoa, or I don't want any kind of sugar in my food, but she used to take care of everything. But when you start living all by yourself, you have to decide everything, and what you eat is a very big decision, and I had to decide that. Now for the initial 3-4 months I was doing just great. I was cooking very healthy food, I was instructing my cook to make very healthy food, I was trying to maintain a very healthy lifestyle and everything. But then lockdown happened, and that led to 3 or 4 different things. So first, I was always at home and I decided to cook as a hobby. Now also I started my channel and I started posting a lot of recipe videos, and I started experimenting with food. Now when you cook food at home, a lot of different fancy food, you also have to eat that, right? You cannot waste the food. And I was eating all this food. Now I was not going anywhere, and I tried to recreate all the fancy restaurant kind of meals at home. Now, before lockdown, when things were normal, maybe I was visiting restaurants once every week or twice every week, and maybe like having a cheesy food was like once every week kind of an affair. But when I was cooking them at home, it became a regular affair. And I know this was not right, but that's how things happened. And also at that point of time, I was extremely scared and unsure of what will happen. Like when COVID came for the first time, the situation was like very scary, right? We did not know when we will meet our near and dear ones again. We did not know what will happen next. I was very unsure about going back to work. So food acted like a very therapeutic thing for me. It made me calm. Like when I was cooking, I used to forget everything. When I was eating good food, that made me feel good. So yeah, it was kind of stress eating that happened, and that led to me eating a lot of these fancy, cheesy, fat-rich food, and that led to weight gain. Another thing that happened was not eating at the right time. So I did not have any fixed routine during the lockdown. I was not going to work, so I used to wake up late. I used to prepare a very elaborate kind of breakfast and had that, and then I was not hungry for lunch. I used to sleep in the afternoon, and I woke up being hungry, and then in the evening I used to have like a big glass of cold coffee, and then maybe some sandwich, maybe some sausage and stuff like that, and then I did not feel hungry for dinner. And then I used to have my dinner at 12 or 1 in the night. And yeah, like my entire diet was messed up, my time of eating was messed up. So maybe I was not crossing the calorie limit, but I was having very like fat rich food, and also I was not eating at the right time, and this is how food led to my weight gain. The second point that I want to address is stress. I think stress played a major role in my weight gain. And as I mentioned in my last point, that when the corona thing happened for the first time, I was stressed, I was worried about all my near and dear ones, about the future, about everything. But then slowly a lot of other things happened that kept on accumulating. So as you all know, I started this YouTube channel, and when I first started, it was just a hobby. I did not have to go to work, and I concentrated on creating videos. And yeah, I just used to make one video every week. But slowly I started becoming very serious about it. I started making 2 videos every week, and then I also had to join back to work. So this happened I think in June or July, and I started going to work every single day, like 5 to 6 days every week, and I stay there from 10 in the morning till 6:30, and then I come back and I have to manage everything related to YouTube, and I also have a home to manage. So it's like 2.5 jobs, and it's just not about physical exhaustion, but it's also about a lot of mental exhaustion and stress. And yeah, a lot of times I'm very worried about a lot of different things, and this stress kind of kept bugging me a lot. And for me, a very natural response towards stress is eating. I love cooking food, I love eating food, and whenever I'm doing any of these two, I kind of forget about everything that's bothering me. So yeah, and also like when you are stressed, your metabolism kind of gets messed up and you end up gaining a lot of weight, and I think that happened. So yeah, stress played a really huge role in this. So the third point that I want to address is my sleep pattern, which I think played a major role in my weight gain. So when the lockdown happened for the first time, I was always at home. I was not doing anything that's physically exhausting, and also I used to sleep in the afternoon. So during the night, I never felt like sleeping, and I knew that I can sleep late, I can wake up late, there's no problem. And I used to watch movies till 2 or 3 in the night, and then I went to sleep. So that happened. Now the situation has changed. Now I have to go to work, I have to wake up in the morning, but also I have to do my YouTube stuff that I do after I come back from work. So most of the times late in the night after dinner, I stay up editing videos or shooting videos. Like even today I'm shooting this video after 12 a.m. because that is when everything is calm around me and I can shoot the video properly and peacefully. And I know this is not a very healthy habit, but I don't have any other option. And also I think my sleep pattern has completely changed in the last 10 months, and I need a lot more time to fix this. Like there are days when I go to bed by 11 or 12, but I just cannot sleep. Like I stay up till 3 and 4, and then I just sleep for 3 and 4 more hours, and I have to wake up at 8 because I have to go to work. So there are days when I just sleep for 3 to 4 hours, and I think this has affected my health very, very badly. Like I feel so tired, so drained, and then I cannot sleep. I cannot explain how it feels, but it has made me very unhealthy. I understand that, but I don't have any way out of it immediately. Like this is something that will need a lot of work, and I will probably do that, but yeah, this has affected my health. The fourth point that I want to address is lack of exercise, and I know I'm fully responsible for this, but again, this is something that I could not control. So when the lockdown happened, I know a lot of people started exercising inside their home. They found out amazing ways of exercising, and I really loved watching those videos, reading about them. But somehow I could not convince myself to do that, because I was always someone who used to go out in the grounds to play, to exercise, to run, to do all kind of physical activities, or at least go to a gym. So I just could not do it at home. And I think I started my fitness journey again back in July, and then I did it for 3 months. But after that, during the festive season, something really bad happened. So my grandmom had a stroke, and at that time it was like really serious. So I was not in the right state of mind. I just decided to stop doing everything for a month. Like I did not upload any YouTube videos, I did not go to work, and obviously I did not exercise. So I stayed back at home. I was with my parents, and then when she was released from the hospital, then also we had to do a lot of setup to give her the rehab facilities at home. And at that time I neglected exercising and I stopped, and then I just could not start it again. Like I have paid my trainer, I train with him online, but I'm just not being able to start. And this is because I think that exercising will make me tired, and I cannot afford being tired. So if I come back from work and exercise, then I will be too tired and I will have to sleep, and I won't be able to do anything else. And if I work out in the morning, then again I will be tired and I will feel sleepy at work. So I cannot do that. So this is like a very disturbing situation for me. This is like a constant dilemma. I know I have to work out, but I'm just not finding that right time, and I just cannot convince myself to do it anymore. I know this is a very stupid thing to say, because health should be your priority, it should be my priority. I know that, I preach that, but somehow I have messed up my routine and I'm just not being able to fix it at all. The fifth and the last point is lack of sunlight. Now I know a lot of you will think it's weird, it's funny, a lot of you will think this is just another bad excuse, but it is not. SAD is a real thing. SAD is season associated depression. It happens to a lot of people. A lot of people get mood swings and their mental health deteriorates whenever there is a lack of sunlight, and I am one of those people. So I am just like Jadoo from Koi Mil Gaya. If you don't give me food, it's fine, I will cook myself, but I need sunlight to survive. I need sunlight to be the happy and jolly person that I am. And whenever there is a lack of sunlight, I just feel depressed, I feel sad, I don't feel like moving, I don't feel like doing anything at all. Now during the lockdown, I was not going out, I was always at home, and the place where I stay currently is like it never gets any sunlight. Like throughout the year, it just does not get any sunlight. That is one of the reasons why we are planning to move to another house, but that is a separate story. For now, we are still staying over here and we don't get any sunlight, and it just affected my mood a lot. So there are days when I wake up at 8, but till 10:30 I don't feel like doing anything, because I just don't think that the day has started. And so even if I have time in my hand, I just don't feel like moving up and exercising, because in my mind the day has not started yet, and I feel so depressed. And yeah, like one common symptom of sad is weight gain, because there's like a lot of hormonal imbalance that happens, and also you crave for a lot of carbohydrates. So that happened to me too. And yeah, this is a major issue. I miss sunlight in my life. It has not only affected my physical health but also my mental health, and yeah, that affected my health a lot. So these are all the things that I believe led to my weight gain. These are all the things that happened and made me a very unhealthy person. I don't want to judge myself based on any scale, but I really don't want to be a very unhealthy person, because it's just not about your weight or how you look, but it's a lot more about what's going on inside your body. And if you are unfit, unhealthy, your entire life changes. And I just want to fix this, but right now I don't know what I can do. Like, I know I have to change, but right now I don't have a plan. And I know a lot of people will say that, you know, consult a dietitian, consult a trainer, do this, do that. I have done it all, but you need to push yourself, and right now I am not being able to do that. So what I'm doing right now, I am taking one day at a time. I'm just concentrating on small things and small wins. So there are days when I promise myself that I won't eat any fast food today, and if I can fulfill that, that's a small win for me. There are days when I make sure that I walk 10k steps. There are days when I make sure that I will drink 3 to 4 liters of water, and I just try to fulfill that. And yeah, I hope these baby steps will keep me going, and very soon a day will come when I will be able to overcome all the difficulties that I am facing, and I will start my fitness journey again. And I really don't know why I shared all these things with you. I don't know if you think it is helpful. Whatever you think about this video, do let me know that in the comment section down below. I would love to know what you think, what you experienced, what you want to advise me. And that's it. I just want to tell you that I don't want to be unkind to myself. So if you are going through something very similar, please don't think you are alone, and please don't be unkind to yourself, because that will be the worst thing to do. And that's all for this video. Stay connected with me. I will be back with another video super soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.